Korea and Japan have the highest suicide rate of the world. And the reason why is because it's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. In America, you could have a C plus, B plus average and still live a good life. You get what I'm saying? You could go to a nice college and you could, live a healthy life and fulfill your dreams and stuff like that. But in Korea, it's not the case. They don't have natural resources. You know what I mean? Their country is all relied on, like, exports and imports and all this stuff. And it's all about developing new technologies, new inventions to sell these things. And these companies, they need the smartest and brightest people. They're not going to take your B plus averages when there's a million others who have a A minus or A plus. You get what I'm saying here? Like in America, they'll take you in for your work ethic, or if they look at you and it's like, you know what, I like you. But over there, because there's so many people and so little jobs, that they'll always look at your grades first. They won't even interview you unless you have high grades. Like, let me give you an example. If they have like a 3.5, maybe they'll talk to you. They'll talk to 4.0 people because there are thousands of them. Because all these kids are striving to get that 4.0, be perfect in everything. And the reason why also they commit suicide is because there's so many bullying going on in Asia. So many. You think there's a lot of bullies in America? You think like these little big white dudes be like pushing you in the locker rooms like, yo, give me your lunch money, fool. And your little wet willies and your purple nurples and put your ass in a toilet. You think that's bullying? Dude, these fools, they know how to bully you, man. There's a lot of murder, a lot of nasty stuff going on, man. And the way they despise you. But here's another reason why bullying is so common is because they have this thing called seniority, right? 형, 오빠, 아니키, all this kind of stuff. And because of that title, because of the whole I'm older than you so that I'm better than you, that gives those kids such arrogance, so much power, so much authority. And they walk inside the classroom like they own the place. Seriously, you could be 1 year older than you, right? He could be 1 year older than you, or maybe 2 years. He'll walk inside the class with other buddies and just kind of like, yeah, you shake your lover. For no reason, just to prove that he's older than them and just say that he has authority over them. And if there's a person that is studying really well, right? And then let's say some girl who's older than her is not as, like, maybe like 2 points away. That girl will go up to that girl and threaten her and be like, hey, you better fail next time. You better fail next time. If you don't fail, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. I'm going to bring all my girlfriends and beat the hell out of you. You want that? And they'll stalk them because they all live close to each other. You know what I mean? It's not like in America where you guys all have your own little streets and boulevards and all this kind of stuff. When they're walking home, pretty much they're going to live in the same city as them, Your bully is not like miles away. He could be like right across the block. You get what I mean? So the bullying doesn't stop at school. It continues even in class. I mean, even in your life. And so these kids, they have no out, no way out. I mean, there's no hotlines, there's no clubs you could go to. Like in America, there's a lot of suicidal clubs. Let's do it together. No, but like there's a lot of hotlines, and a lot of help. You know what I mean? To help people release their frustrations and angers and stuff. But in Asia, there's not much, There's not much. So a lot of kids just go crazy. And their parents are always out because they're working so diligently to feed their parents. Feed their kids, you know what I mean? And to live a good life. And because they don't want to get despised. Because if you have a lesser car than that person, let's say you have a BMW and that person has like a Lexus but it's cheaper, you get despised for that. Like, you can't even afford a BMW. They fight over stuff like that, for reals. And so the parents are stressing out about that. So when they come home, they stress out about the kids not doing well in school. You know what I mean? And the kid's like, I'm trying my best, Dad. It's like, well, try harder. And all his frustration from work goes to him. And then he gets bullied from school. He tries his best, but there's so many just smart people that he can't beat him. So all of this pressure comes to him every day. And there is no escape. And then the only escape is that I'm going to die then. It's not like I could do anything else. And so most kids that can't make it out, they either suicide or they become gangsters. They just become nalaris. They just color their hair blonde. They walk the streets like, what's up, fool? Huh? Oh, you're gonna be in school, and then, all this kind of stuff, and they do stuff like that, and it's sad. But in Korea and Japan, it's happening a lot, and it's really sad. It really is. So I mean, that's what it is, and that's why a lot of Asian people, they have that kind of mentality still. They need to make it out into this world. They don't want to be despised anymore. They don't want to get stepped on all the time. Like in the media and all this stuff, they want to succeed, and that's why they have that drive to make it. And then the reason why their parents push their kids is because they felt that too. They felt that sometime in their life. They don't want that on their kids. And so they know that the only way for them to live a despised-less life is to, work hard and stuff like that. But my parents were different. My parents were all chillax. They're like, do what you want, man. I see you. You look like a creative dude. Just do what you want. Make people happy. You be happy. That's what my parents were. And I feel so liberated and free, and I really thank them for that. You know what I mean? And although I'm not really good at studying and stuff like that, I felt like I learned a lot of life lessons, and I've lived life because of that. And I think that is something that I'm going to teach my kids to enjoy, because I'm so tired of this whole Asian lifestyle that a lot of these Asian dudes are living. And it's just like, man, you're only going to live 70, maybe 80 years. You might die earlier than that. Live life, man. Live life. And that's kind of what I want to give you guys advice. Live life, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.